Hello, hello world. Today I am getting ready for yoga. Um, do yoga this morning over at the park with the library. And I want to talk about energy. It is something I myself have been working on for myself for the past couple of years since I started getting a lot healthier. And I noticed that I was able to get healthier. My energy levels were still pretty low last year, but last year at the beginning of the year in 2022, actually at the end of 2021, I had made a promise to myself that 2022 I was going to be paying more attention to my energy, where it was going, how I was using it, those sorts of things. And of course, when 2022 first started, again, I wasn't high on my energy. I was still pretty low energy. I had more energy than I had in past years. I was able to get up and do things, but I wasn't really up to moving a whole lot. So moving my body and such like that was still a work in progress, something I was still working towards. But being able to stay awake longer, feeling like I was able to do more in the week, those sorts of things really were pretty big last year. And I was also, like I say, being more cautious of where my energy was going. How am I spending my energy? Where is it going? Those sorts of things. And so again, last year I ended up having the anxiety attack early in the springtime. That kind of caused for my trying to learn how to collect my energy in some ways during that whole thing. I felt very airy. Kind of felt like I was on the in the house that Dorothy was in before she landed on the witch, but I was the wind part of the whole thing. I wasn't the house and I wasn't Dorothy. I was kind of the wind part of it, trying to collect myself and come back into myself and understand my energy and where it was going during the anxiety attack. And then, of course, the panic attack, that was a whole nother avenue of things, but definitely had my body up and moving because I was in such a panic. My body just kept on moving. And so, of course, this year I have been working towards making sure I could stay calm and keep my energy collected. Try not to have the anxiety attack, the panic attack like last year. And so this year I have been getting outside a lot more movement this spring and this summer. Definitely doing for my walks. I walk probably up to about 3 miles a day now, which is great. That's very healthy for a person. And so I am in a constant movement. However, with yoga, I am learning a whole new avenue of the energies. And of course, being more open and adapt and such like that with things. And being more aware around me with things. And something that happened a couple of weeks ago, I was at a coffee shop on a Saturday. It was a Saturday right after my birthday. So it was about the 20th, 21st, right there in August. And I was there, and there was a gentleman I had walked by, and he was sitting kind of grouchy looking, and I smiled at him because that's just how I am. And he just kind of growled looking at me, and then he got up as I was coming back from getting a coffee. And it was kind of that whole move one way, move the other way. We were both kind of moving in each other's directions to get out of it. And so, of course, I asked him if he wanted to dance. I did not realize that this would cause a communication, and it felt a lot like the Mars shadow right before the Mercury shadow right before Mercury went retrograde. It's very much almost how that energy felt. And so we kind of did this whole little dance thing, and he grabbed my hand and thought that I was being kind of serious. And so then we started talking and through that whole thing, and wasn't my intention by any means. It was just kind of to get through so I could get back to my seat. And then he kept coming to me, trying to talk to me. And then I got up a little bit later again to go back to go get another coffee. And I walked right through those energies. They had been like left there stagnant in a sense. It was for me to, and I feel like it was kind of for me to see, hey, this is the energy that was created. Now when you walk back through, you're going to feel that energy again. And I did, and it was kind of it really kind of felt electrocuting, kind of, because walking right through, and it was only in that area where that dance had happened. And it was very interesting. So that just wanted to touch a little bit on energy. I am definitely working on my own. I'm getting more of an understanding of how energy works, how my own energy works. and keeping it reeled in. That's another thing I've been trying to take at least one day a week. I've been doing this for the past few years, actually, one day a week to just kind of collect my own energy and stay rested and in a kind of in my own little bubble, so I can kind of cleanse my own energy. I haven't gotten to do that a whole lot every single week since the spring and summer have come up, but it is still kind of something that I do work towards, try to do on a regular basis. Again, there's a lot going on during the spring and summertime, so haven't been able to fully fulfill that every single week like I have wanted, but I have been trying to get at least a half a day in, those sorts of things. So that is my little deal on energy today. How my energy growth and how my energy levels have been going, how I'm getting more of an understanding of my energies. And I would love to help you on your journey in your spiritual ways, in your healthy ways. Basically, again, let's not forget, our body is our temple. Sometimes we have to start with the body part of things in order to experience more of who we are in the whole collective, because to me, spiritual means our connection to all. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Again, have fun, be safe.